Whew. What's up, guys? What's going on? What's going on? Thank everybody for coming in. You're coming in. Please hit that like and share button. You're coming on in. Please hit that like and share button. You guys see what the topic is up top? It's government housing. The biggest reason for the black home breaking up. Or at least we're going to say it's one of the reasons. You're coming in, hit that like and share button. You're coming in, hit that like and share button. Where do we get at least about 3 or 4 people in? Get about 3 or 4 people in. Thank you guys for coming on in. Always thank you for the support you guys always show. Let's get like 4 people in here. Get one more. We'll go get this thing started. Let's get this conversation going, guys. Get this conversation going. Hope everybody's having a great day. All right, let's get the conversation going. All right, guys. My question is government housing the biggest reason for the black home breaking up? Now, I know some of you might wonder, what does government housing got to do with the black home breaking up? Now, you be like, well, those two things, they don't make sense. Government housing, which we know is the hood or whatever. What got to do with what they do with the black family breaking up? Tell you guys, they got a lot to do with the black family breaking up. Anybody who's involved with government housing know exactly what I mean. Let me tell you what I mean by that. A lot of people that live in government housing, we just use the Gardens and Glenfield, any apartment across America, wherever apartment complex you live in your city, in your state, that apartment complex. What they don't know is some of the requirements is that a man cannot be present in the house. I repeat, some of the requirements in order to live in these apartment complexes that a man cannot be present in the house. So they are giving incentives for women to not have a man in the house. Like, oh, your child dad not there? Oh, he not right? Okay, that's good. Now you can get even more incentives. Now, if you come around, you want to let him back in now, you're going to have to move now. Or do you want that? Or you don't want to move, right? So if you don't want to move, you can't let him stay here. Now, I know they put these rules in place for certain things, but overall, it's only hurting the family dynamic. You got these guys who got to sneak in the house, because guess what? I don't know what they're thinking. The guys are still coming over there, but then it's just more sneaky. It's just more relaxed. So then they got to go through all that. My baby dad, he like to sneak by. He can't stay. He can't help me raise these kids, which that man needed to be there to help raise them kids, which would cut down a lot of the violence in these neighborhoods. The man got to come leave. Now, some of these apartments have where the man can stay there. He just got to put his income down. Oh, I'm sorry about that, guys. He just got to put his income down, and it's not going to be a problem. When those kind of situations, I'm fine with. But a lot of situations not like that. See, government housing, people don't realize this. What we call the projects, what we call the like you go to New York City and Connecticut and all these places, you see these massive apartment complexes. Those apartment complexes weren't meant to stay in for long. Those who don't know, those apartment complexes were not meant to stay in for long. Those apartment complexes were really for the Great Migration, which in the 1960s when a lot of blacks left the South. When they left the South, those cities did not have enough housing to those people to come in to buy houses. So what it did was the projects were supposed to be, this was supposed to be the plan. You come to the projects, you live there for a little bit, you get a good job, you move out. They was never supposed to meant to live there forever. The projects was meant to only be temporary living. You get there living, settle together, move out. But what start happening is now if you look at these the older projects, the whole family lived there. You know, it'd be the mom, dad, kids, they're just struggling. You know, your goal supposed to be to get in and get out. But see, now what they start doing, they start giving women incentives. Well, you know, if the man's not in the house, we can give you more money. Or if your child's father's not there, you can live for this amount, not that amount. So you giving an incentive for them that man to not be in their life, which is not good at all, guys. I don't think their intentions was pure. That's just my honest opinion. And a lot of people, they get caught up in the same cycle, caught up in the same cycle. I repeat, guys, they were not meant to stay forever. Now, this is what I think they should do. You living in government housing, and you meet a fella, but that's still not all the way right, but he want to help. You should be able to, without going through all kind of red tape, hey, this guy living with me right now, and I want him to, he's my friend. Okay, we're going to tell you what. We're going to give y'all 6 months for this price to figure it out. In 6 months, if he's still with you, you have to go. But now you get 6 months, you got enough time to get your money together. Y'all get a nice apartment or what might have you. That you don't have to be confined to these restraints. You don't have to go through all these checks. You don't have to have your man, hey guys, what day the check is? I think they're going to do checks. People know they do checks. Oh, I think they're going to do checks on the 13th. He got to take all this stuff out the house, put it in his car, take all that stuff, put it in at somebody else's house, so y'all won't get kicked out of the apartment. Well, really, this is year time. You know what? We see you got a friend. We're gonna give it 6 months. He's here, and then 6 months. If y'all together, it's time to go ahead, move on out, find another housing. Or 6 months, you come back together. It didn't work out. Well, we sorry. Well, we can renew your. Come on, because stop making. They making it to where you don't need a man. They want it to be where you don't need a man. That's what they want. I'm not saying because some guys are not doing what they need to do. I know that some guys are not being perfect guys, but we shouldn't have government funding depending upon whether a man is in the house or not. We shouldn't have government funding should not determine that. Now, like I said, some guys need to step up to the table and take care of their family, but government funding should not be the one who let the law. Well, if a man living here, he can't meet the rule. What you mean if a man living here? If a man living here, that's just some kind of thing to help them get off their feet, period. Because people are hurting right now. And government housing, they just try to, hey, if you want all these benefits, I would advise you to have no man here. But the 10 people, they want you to struggle, guys. Now, some people who've been in the projects all their life and they're older, that's understandable. But it's treated like temporary housing. It's meant for you to get your feet together, to get stuff together. Because I know some people play the game. Some girls know, I don't want to make over X amount. Because I know if I make over X amount, I can't stay here no more. And that is mental. Guys, that is mental. Do not let them trick you into thinking like that. Well, I know my limit is 14,000. I know if I make over 14,000, they're going to say I got to go. But guess what, young lady? Make over 14,000 so you can get your kids in something better. I promise you, it's not as bad. Just work hard. Do not let them do not let them hold you hostage for funding that you actually can get on your own. Now, when you need the help, get the help and just try so you can get better. Like I said, do not let the government trick you into not bettering your life, or to not wanting more, or to not thinking you can have more. Because it is very easy to have. Because all they do is changing your mindset, and don't let them ding all them carrots in front of you. Well, if you don't want this, you better not make over this. You better not have this. Guys, do not let them dangle the carrot over you. Because it is just a trick. It is just a trick, guys. That's all it is. Treat government housing temporary living, what it was supposed to be meant for. It's not supposed to be meant for you to live there 40, 50 years. Like I said, certain circumstances happen, but nevertheless, some people get caught up in it because the system makes them very comfortable. Like I said, they know if I don't make over X amount, I can stay here with no problem. I don't got to worry about no paperwork. Guys, forget about it. Do you want to live like that? Turn your thing down, son. I'll put your headphones on. Do you want to live like that, or do you want to live better? It's all right, guys. That's one of my biggest things. You guys feel about that? Let me know. I think that's part of one of the biggest breaks in the black community. The government housing, setting the rules. He can't be here. He can't be there. Well, if you want this, you can put him on that to get funding. Get your good fellas, work together. You can build something together. All ladies, some of you are doing the good by yourself. You can build your own. Do not the government. Don't depend on the government for everything. That's how I feel about that. All right, guys. Next topic on the docket. Roy Jones versus Mike Tyson. Roy Jones versus Mike Tyson. I ain't gonna lie, cause I remember Roy Jones. Y'all must have forgot. I remember Roy Jones on MTV Cribs being the first one I seen with a Jordan court. I remember Roy Jones chasing them chickens, guys. I remember that. Mom, you gotta go out here with them chips, son. You got them chips. I remember that Roy Jones, guys. Roy Jones versus Mike Tyson. Like I said, I got my money. At first it was on Roy, but now I got my money on Mike. You gotta be quiet, Marvin. Excuse me, y'all. I'm dealing with my son. Roy Jones versus Mike. Like I said, first I had Roy. Then I seen that video of Mike. Y'all, Mike Tyson is built like a little pocket bully. Mike Tyson built like a little pocket pit bull. Mike is short and stout. Here's my handcuff here. He like a little teacup. I think Mike gonna kill Roy. I don't know what's going on with Roy. I didn't realize like that size is pretty substantial. Just eyeballing it. I don't know what they're wearing to scare right now, but just eyeballing it, I think Mike gonna knock him out. Now, I do not want Roy Jones to be disrespected and knocked out the ring like he did the other fight when he was in Russia. Literally, Roy Jones literally got knocked out the ring. I'm like, come on now. Yeah, no, don't do him like that. Come on, don't do him like that. Roy Jones got knocked out the ring. And Mike taking this fight serious. Mike taking this fight like he might back in 90, like in 93. Mike coming to play right now. So I don't know how this thing gonna go. I know they get 10 million in a fight. And I know the undercard got Nate Robinson versus Jake Paul. I think it's Jake Paul, one of the Paul boys. I hope Nate Robinson taking the thing serious. Cause this will be Jake Paul's second fight. Jake Paul came to fight that first one. So we're gonna see what Nate Robinson do. We're gonna see how this thing roll. And we're gonna see how they do it, guys. We're gonna see how they do it. And what else we got? What else we got on the docket? The NFL top 10. The NFL top 10. Hold on, guys. What's going on, guys? Sorry about that. I had a little signal breakup, little technical difficulties. Sorry about that. All right, guys. Everybody been watching NFL Network Top 100. Now, this Top 100 list has caused a lot of, let's say, discrepancies about some others. Some people are upset that Lamar Jackson got the number one rating. I don't feel too bad about it. I think what makes them even more upset is that Russell Wilson is number 2. I don't see nothing wrong with Russell Wilson being number 2. I really think that Russell Wilson is probably the number 2 quarterback in the NFL. Number 3, number 4. I think Aaron Rodgers has been a little higher, but so they got Lamar Jackson as number 1. List is crazy. So we're gonna start from 10 to 1. We're gonna talk about each player. We're gonna see what they got going on. Tell me what you guys think. And I'm gonna start. Number 10, Derrick Henry, running back, Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry was a monster this year. Derrick Henry was trashing everybody. Derrick Henry did not come to play no games. Derrick Henry took names, ran over people, highlight reel after highlight reel after highlight reel. Derrick Henry did not come to play. Derrick Henry is a Madden creator player. Derrick Henry is when you create your player, you make your player 6'4", 250 pounds, and can't be stopped. That's Derrick Henry. They can't stop him. Derrick Henry is a monster, guys. Derrick Henry did not come to play. Derrick Henry is just a beast, man. Derrick Henry got number 10. It was well deserved because he had to take that trash Ryan Tannehill to the playoffs. If Ryan Tannehill got paid and Cam didn't. So guess what? I'm salty about that. Even though Cam on my team, he's way better than Ryan Tannehill. And that's a fact, Jack. Derrick Henry got number 10. Number 9, Stephon Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore, South Carolina's own. South Carolina's own, number 10. I think he's the number 1 corner in the league right now. And he's balling out like it. And anybody say anything different, you just a hater. And I don't know the Patriots, but Gilmore doing the job out there on that island by himself. Gilmore's a lockdown corner for sure. Gilmore getting the job done. So Gilmore came in at number 9. Shout out to the Carolinas doing it again. Number 8, DeAndre Hopkins. Baller. He did his job. Another South Carolinian. DeAndre Hopkins got number 8. Well deserved number 8. Because he couldn't play. He a top 3 receiver. Whether you want to put Julio, Matt Thomas, him, or because we're not counting AB because AB not playing right now. But DeAndre Hopkins is top 3 receiver. Easy, hands down, not even an argument. Number 7, George Kittle. As much as I hate the 49ers, and everybody know I hate the 49ers, I hate them with a passion. But George Kittle is a monster. George Kittle is like if somebody took Tony Gonzalez and mixed them with Antonio Gates and mixed them with just a little bit left tackle. That's what you get, George Kittle. As much as I hate the 49ers, the boy's bad. And he got the number 7 spot, well deserved. Number 6, Christian McCaffrey. The baddest white boy to run the ball since Craig Rogers. That's a bad boy. For the Panthers, he got number 6 spot. He catch, run between the tackles. Christian McCaffrey do it all. He just got paid his all season. He a top 5 running back for sure. He got the number 6 spot. Number 5, Michael Thomas for the Saints. Michael Thomas, he's great receiver. Nephew of Keyshawn Johnson. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. He had a heck of a year with Drew Brees. Heck of a year. Even though Drew Brees messed up. Drew, you know you messed up, Drew. You know you messed up, Drew. But besides that, he had a really, really, really great season. Matt Thomas got the 5 spot. Now this is where the arguments comes in. This is where it gets real funny. The number 4 spot. The number 4 spot is what causing all the controversy. For number 4 spot, they have Patrick Mahomes, who just won the Super Bowl, had a heck of a year, missed a couple of games. Pat Mahomes the number 4 spot. And everybody thought that it was going to be like maybe Patrick Mahomes 2, Lamar 1, or Lamar 2, Patrick 1. And talk about that. But you guys remember now, the players vote on this now. So number 4 spot is where the controversy happened. And number 4 spot was Patrick Mahomes. Number 3 spot, Aaron Donald. Can't argue with that. Aaron Donald is the best defensive player in the league. Period. Hands down. Position by position, Aaron Donald, he's one of the best in the league. Can't take it from him. The boy's bad. Got number 3 spot. Number 2. Now this is why I think they wanted Patrick Mahomes to get this spot. Number 2 went to Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is a bad boy. Russell Wilson will get him respect. Because Russell Wilson will get him respect because he played out there in Washington. You know, even though it's NFL, I think they're not perceived as the rest of the team. Russell Wilson got number 2 spot. He deserved that. And the number 1 goes to that man out of Baltimore, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson deserved it. Lamar Jackson had the season that Mike Vick had in, I think that was maybe 04. Vick had that season. Lamar Jackson had that kind of season. Lamar Jackson this year had an 04 Vick season, which was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody remember that season. That when it was the Vick experience. Had all the commercials and stuff. So you got the number 1 spot, man. I think Lamar Jackson deserves the number 1 spot. Anybody else said different, I think they could be hating it potentially. But Lamar Jackson definitely deserved that number 1 spot, in my opinion. Shout out to Lamar Jackson. Keep doing your thing, young man. I got to take care of some in-house business with my Green Bay Packers. I got to take care of some in-house business. Aaron Rodgers believe you're trying to get rid of him. Me being a Green Bay loyalist, I don't want to get rid of Rodgers. But our GM ain't thinking like me. We moved up to get Jordan Love in the first round. We moved up to get him. And words coming out of Green Bay that Aaron Rodgers is not too happy about that. He thinks they're trying to get rid of him. Of course, you know, we're not going to cut Aaron Rodgers this year or next year. But the year after that, after they pretty much pay out the bulk of that contract, I think they might try to Brett Favre Aaron Rodgers. But the difference is that Brett Favre kept holding the Green Bay Packers like hostages. I might retire. I'm gonna retire. I change my mind. I don't want to retire. I want to retire. I change my mind. Aaron Rodgers ain't said nothing about no retirement. Not that I know of. Unless the front office knows something else. So they draft Jordan Love. So we're gonna see Jordan Love. Hope he pan out. But I'm not ready for to see the GOAT Aaron Rodgers leave as of yet. And then the last thing I'm talking about, guys, the Jeezy T.I. interview. If those of you haven't seen the Jeezy T.I. interview, it was a great interview. I don't know if it's still up. I think Jeezy might have had T.I. take it down. I'm not sure. I know people looking for it. We really can't find it like they did. I just happened to, because I subscribed to T.I. channel, so I saw when it first came up. And the thing I like about the interview, what surprised me is that T.I. and Jeezy gave Gucci the flowers he had deserved. I repeat, T.I. and Jeezy gave Gucci Mane the flowers he deserved. Even though they made it very clear that they don't mess with him like that, and they had some altercations, both of them. Jeezy's one was more publicized. Tip one was not quite sure where it came from, tried to make it right, but he ain't gonna do that no more. But he did say, you hands down, the Mount Rushmore of trap music is T.I., Jeezy, and Gucci. Hands down. And he said, much as you don't got to say, he said, bruh, put a stamp on the game. So the interview got deep, man. I don't know what happened, but I know that interview, people can't find it now. I don't know whether T.I. saw it was so hot, he want to take it down and cut it up and put it back up. I'm not sure what his intention is, but it was a great interview. And I'm glad to see Gucci get his flowers, because those who don't know, Gucci with that Trap House 1, Gucci is a legend. And to hear that two of his, I don't want to say enemies, two of his nemesis, I guess. I don't want to use the word nemesis. To give him the credit he deserves, even though Gucci kind of create nemesis in his head. I think Gucci may have a little issue, whatever. But great interview. But that's all I got tonight, guys. I want to thank you for tuning in to Marvin Sports Life episode 32. Hey guys, please tell a friend about it. Please hit that like button. Please hit that share button. Tell a friend about it. Podcast available on all platforms. Visual available on YouTube, Marvin Sports and Life, and available on Facebook under Marvin Albright Jr. for right now. Thank you guys. Signing out. My son want to say something. Go ahead and say something, Marvin. Come on.
Subscribe to my channel, Little Marvin's Big Boy World.
Okay, my son, he wants y'all to subscribe to his channel too. It's on YouTube, Little Marvin's Big Boy World. All right, guys. Signing out.
And I'm real.
And I'm real.
I'm really real.